Hello everyone, this is Shreyamani, the GDSC lead for RAIT for the year 2022 and 23. So I guess you are all here for the information session or to know about the core recruitment procedure, right? You can all be active in the chat box or in the comments so that we will also get a clear idea about people who are present and are they able to understand or is the communication well. So yeah, are you all there? Are you all here for the co-recruitment procedure, right? Also, I would request all of you, you can share this link with your friends who are willing to be a part of Google DSC, because all your doubts, the doubts which you asked in the Instagram poll, or all the doubts that you people have been asking on the on personal mode, though all those doubts will be cleared. So this is a platform where you will get a chance to clear your doubts, and you'll also get a chance to prepare yourself for the post or for the recruitment process, which will be starting this week. And hello Omkar, yeah. And so this process will be starting from Friday, Saturday, Sunday we will have the core recruitment process, and then on Monday we will have the results of the people who are selected, or the positions that you're having in this community. So we are waiting for some more people to join, and then I'll be explaining you about everything about Google Developer Student Club RAIT, about the things, about the events and activities that we are planning to perform for all you guys. So yeah. Hello Athar. You can all just do one thing, send this link to your friends who are willing to join Google Developer Student Club, so that we don't have to repeat the same things again and again to many different people. Me and my team, we have been answering similar questions for many people in their DMs. So I think this is the right platform where in one time, like एक बार में सबको पता चलेगा, and it will benefit everyone. So you can just do this real quick. You can send it in your official or unofficial groups that you have of your classes, so that all the doubts are cleared in one go, and then we do not have to conduct this session again and again for all the doubts to get cleared. We'll just wait for 2 more minutes, and then we will start with introduction. So the structure will be as follows. First of all, there will be introduction, then there will be introduction to our community, and we will be telling you about the things that we are planning to have in this year and the role that you will be having in our community, in this community. And later we will be telling you about the structure, like we have board members, we have joint core, we have junior core, and about the roles and responsibilities for every position in that role. So are you all ready? Are you all ready to be a part of Google community? Yes, no, maybe. These are the responses that we expect when we ask a question. So you can answer in that way in the comment section or in the chat box, whatever. Yeah, so we will be starting in 2 minutes or maybe less than that. We already have 13 people here. Yeah. Yes, that's great. So you're all excited, and we excited to have you on board with us. So now, shall we start? Or do you have some friends who want to join, and should we wait for them for some time? Or shall we start? You can just say start or wait. So accordingly, we will proceed further. Because I know this is the time when you all come home from college, and sometimes it becomes difficult to join on time, right? So we can wait if you wish. Otherwise, we'll be starting. Start, wait, anything? Come on. Yeah. Start. Okay, great. We can start if it's going to be recorded. Yes. Yeah. So the purpose why we have decided to conduct this information session on YouTube live is because the people who could not make it to the session due to any reason, they will get the recording, and if they have any doubts or any of the doubts which are already asked and which we have answered here, so they will be able to get that doubt solved in a video. So if you, for any reason, if you or your friend friend or friends could not join this right now, we are all we the video will be recorded and you will get the access to that. So now we will be starting. Hello everyone, good evening. This is Shreyamani. I am a student from final year instrumentation and I am the Google Developer Student Club lead for RAIT for the year 2022 and 23. Now the question which we yeah the question which we usually have, which many people have, is like, what is Google Developer Student Club? Because this was the question which I got the most when I posted about my position like on social media. At that time people were like, didi ye exactly hai kya, ye Google Developer Student Club kya hai? So this is not a committee, this is a club or a community. As we know, committee, it is like committees for our college, right? So this is a part of our university, but we can network with people from other communities, like from Google community. Only RAIT does not have this Google Developer Student Club community. Different colleges, there are many tier 1 colleges, there are many different colleges all over the globe who have this Google Developer Student Club in their university. So what we can do through this community is we can network with those people and we can have some successful events, technical events. Also, if you have any doubt while I'm explaining things, if you have any doubts or something, you can definitely ask it in the chat window or in the comment section. So the thing, like, what do we have to offer, or what can you expect by joining this community? So firstly, we have lots of technical sessions, seminars, webinars on all the new topics, the topics which are current, which are in current trend, the technological advancements and latest topics. We try to keep you updated with the latest technological things by conducting various sessions, seminars and webinars. Secondly, only teaching is not enough, right? How many of you feel that only teaching a thing is enough for you to become strong in that? Like, मैंने आपको सिखा दिया, this is how you do programming in a particular thing, so is that enough? What is the difference between committee and community? Okay, so this is one of the important question which is asked various times, and I'll be addressing that really soon. Like, once I'm done with the GDSC thing, then I'll tell you what is the difference. Yeah, so just learning a thing is not enough. So in GDSC RAIT, we will be providing you platforms, be it hackathons, competitions, solution challenges and various other things where you can actually apply the technology that you have learned. So now today, if we are organized a session on blockchain, then in near future you will get a chance, you'll get a competition where you will get to use that technology and build a project for yourself. Not enough, we need to do it practically. Exactly, we need practical knowledge, and this is the main purpose of Google Developer Student Club, to solve real world problems. Hello world likhna seekhna is not enough. You actually have to learn coding where you can solve real life problems, because kalko when you become developers, you won't be writing a code to print hello world, but you will be creating some solutions to solve some or the other problem. Only when you will be able to do that, you will get the benefit of learning the things. So that is the main difference. We don't just teach, but we provide the platform where you can actually implement the teachings that you have learned. So this is one of the things that we have in Google Developer Student Club. Difference between committee and community is, for committee we have various restrictions at time, which is because it is on institute level. So we have some restrictions that we can have an event in like we can have only RAITians for this, or we can, there is a limited source because it is of our college, so it is restricted to our college things, right? But what happens in a community is, because we are under Google developers, like we are with Google, we are working with Google, that is Google Developer Student Club. So we can network with various different colleges. For your committee, you will network with the colleges around you, but here you will get to network with IITs and other tier 1 colleges, and you will also get to know about the events that they are conducting it in their end, and that will definitely help you. And also, what happens for sessions in GDSCs, we will have speakers who are already MLSCs, or who are already placed, or who are already working in tech industry. So you will get to know more, like you will get to know more about real world applications. कल को जब आप उस एरिया में जाओगे where you have to work, you will already have some knowledge कि उसमें क्या होता है. That is the difference between committee and community. एक जगह पे you will get to learn, दूसरी जगह पे वो सीखा हुआ you will get to implement. Did I answer your question, Tejas? Yeah. And now next thing is like about this is about learning and implementing, but then again there are various opportunities. Like people in our colleges, if you have seen, they are like कि अच्छी internship कहाँ मिलेगी, और like internship के लिए किसको contact करना पड़ेगा, क्या कर सकते हैं. How many of you have clear idea how to crack internships or how to get internships in a particular place? Like if you have very clear idea, kindly write yes, or if you do not have, you can write no, so that I can go in depth about internships that we get to learn because of GDSCs. Do you have like clear idea about internships? Yes, no, maybe. Come on, people. This is not like a lecture, this is like a normal session where you can answer or you can communicate with us. No. Yes, that is the thing. Maybe no, that is the answer, because we know that मेरे को ये आता है, मेरे को वो आता है, and we know that I can do this, I can do that, like if provided opportunities. But we don't know कि वो opportunities कहाँ से मिलेगा. But other committees in our college are also well established, and renowned colleges also have these other committees. Yeah, absolutely, Tejas. I'll come to that question once I answer about the internship things. Then I'll come to communities and committees thing. So, in what happens about these internship opportunities? Like there are many tier 1 colleges. When I had discussion with them, we got to know that they are cracking internships where they get stipends of around 1 LPA, 1 lakh per month. These are the stipends that they get for having the skills which are similar to skills that you people have. Even we are like tier 3 college or tier 1 college, if they are able to crack those internships, the only reason is because they know like when they have these opportunities. So if you are a part of Google Developer Student Club, what happens is, like I, who is the GDSC lead, we have groups with leads from all over the world, like people who are leads from all over the world. And whenever there are any such opportunities, they post it in that group. And once I get to know about that opportunity, I can share it with the people of my community, that is with you people, so that cracking internships or getting more knowledge about internships will become very easy for you. And that's all. Like that way, your skills which you already have will not be wasted. Your skills will get recognition. Your skills will get the attention or the value that they should get. So this is about internships that we had already promised. Now, one thing which Tejas has asked is, other committees in our colleges are also very well established and renowned. Other colleges also have these committees, and that is true. Obviously, like when we promote our community, we are not saying that committees are not like, we are not talking anything bad about them. You will also get good learning experience, but the different thing is learning and implementing it in real problem. You will get workshops, like ek jagah pe you will get workshops on what is AI/ML and what is some other technology, and here you will get to work on projects which use that technology. So that is the major difference. And like the access that we have, the restrictions which we have are comparatively less, because we are a community. And when you have less restrictions, you have more access to do the things that you actually wish to do. And that is like the major difference. And one main difference is, in committees you will get certificates almost for every event. Like you attend a workshop, you get a certificate for that. But in communities, what happens is you have to work throughout the year, but the certificate that you will get will be from Google, that is Google Developer Student Club. At the end of the year, you will get a certificate from them, which holds a lot of value, because that proves that you know how to work in community. Because current trends, if you see, if any one of you who is on Twitter, who attend Twitter spaces where tech Twitter, and if you're active on that, you will know the importance of community when you step out of college. So if you have that recognition that you know how to work in community, or if you are at a leadership position and you know how to do that, that will definitely benefit you in future. So getting a certificate, like in a committee you will get a certificate for every workshop, but so will your friend. All the people, almost everyone will have the same number of certificates at the end of the year. But this certificate you will get if you are contributing in the community from start to end, at least for a year. And that certificate will have a value because it will have a stamp from Google Developer Student Club. Did I answer your question, Tejas? And after this, coming to the next part, we had a word about internships, about committee and community. coming to another part, because this is under like Google Developer Student Club. So what we have is, that event which is 30 days of cloud, and we have other solution challenges, uh, events like this where we get swags from Google. Like I most of the people will agree that swags is one of the way where, to attract talent. So you get swags from Google with GDSC logos and stuff, and then you also get proper certification and recognition from organizations like that. So that is something which we will be able to provide in GDSC. And yeah, so that's all about our committee, about our community and difference between committee. Do you have any other doubts, or can we proceed further? Like if you have any doubts, you can ask it right now. I'll try to clear as many doubts as possible. And now we will also, like the doubts which you had asked on Instagram when we had a poll, like what are the doubts you have, we will also try to address them. Like I'll give you 2 minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask it right now. Otherwise, I'll be moving forward and I'll be taking the doubts which are already asked. No doubts. If no doubts, you can just write all clear or no doubts so that I can proceed. It will be easier for me. I guess there are no doubts, right? There are like 17. Okay. So one of the doubts which we had is, no doubts. Great. We had is, I'm from electronics branch. Can I apply for GDSC core? So this one thing which many people have confusion. Like, do I have to be from comms or IT to be a member of GDSC, or do I have to have a proper coding background or this thing to be a part of GDSC, to be a member or core? So the thing is, you do not have to be from a particular branch. Me myself being an example, I'm from instrumentation and I'm the GDSC lead for our university. So branch is not a bar for anything. You can be from any branch. You just have to have the will to learn things, because we promise, like, yeah, because we are promising that we want to teach you a lot of things, but you will also have to have the willingness to learn the things. And you also have to be, smart enough that projects or DSA for internships. Yeah, projects or DSA, majorly we would suggest, like, if if you study DSA and then you work on some great projects, because any skill with domain head and catalyst. Yeah, I'll answer your question, Athar. Yeah, projects or DSA, and if like you are learning something, you are getting that skill, and with the projects, if you prove that properly, like that itself is a proof. You, more than certificates, your projects are a proof that you have learned that well and you know how to apply that. Difference between a domain head and a catalyst is, a catalyst is a member who is willing to contribute, like, who is willing to contribute for the smooth functioning of our community, but in various domains. But a domain head or a facilitator is someone who is willing to share their knowledge or their information with others. Like a catalyst can be someone who will help in organizing a workshop, but a domain head can be someone who has a knowledge in a particular domain and wish to conduct a workshop, maybe as a speaker, or maybe wish to guide and help his or her domain members. Like, I am the domain head for a particular domain and I have good knowledge of that, then I'll share the knowledge with that. That is the role of a domain head. And a catalyst is, I'm willing to learn, and if you are trying to share your knowledge with others, I'll help you in organizing that thing. Is that clear, Atharva, Aditya? Come on, yes, no, maybe. I'm answering your questions, so you have to respond, right? I'll also be telling you about the team structure, because that is one of the most important thing, or the main purpose of the live that we are. Okay. Yes? Cool. Uh, Also, I'm really happy that this time we have people who are actually active in chat, who are active in chat, because it becomes really difficult to understand what are the problems or doubts that you people are facing. So we try to answer the basic doubts which we know. But like these were really great doubts. So now we will shall we move to the structure of the core team and the non-core team that we will be having this year, and the roles and responsibilities of every post member. Shall we move there? Yes, no, maybe, come on. See, people, you have to be active, because even you will get many opportunities. you will get many opportunities, but then you have to be real quick, na, that I want to grab that opportunity. If you have this approach that dekh lenge and stuff, then that doesn't work usually. So yes, people are ready, and now let's start. We will move to the structure. First of all, we will be having a team of board members. Yeah, great. So these are the board members that will be having in our GDSC for this year. So first of all, we have divided board members, or main, we can call it as the core team. We have divided this in two parts. First is the core, which will be like the organizing or management core. And next is the technical core, because we want our core members to be technically really strong so that we can build a community. Can a SE student apply for Catalyst? Yes, an SE student, like any year, as we have already mentioned in story, age is no bar. FE, SE, TEB, any student can apply for any role. If you think you are actually capable enough, and if you have a good resume and a good interview, you can also apply for core position. That is not a bar, because we are a community and we do not have those rules that only this year is available for this position. You just have to show the willingness to learn, teach, and grow, and then you can apply for any position. And SE can also apply for core position if you wish to. Will this secure me a job at Google? Just kidding, but maybe. Yeah, obviously. I'll tell you one thing. One thing that we will ensure you this time is, if you join this club, by the end of the year, you will definitely have 4 to 5 good projects in your GitHub. That is for sure. If you actually, you follow the things that we are instructing you, or the way we are guiding you. If you have good projects, if you have good skills, and we will also work on improving your LinkedIn, because that is something which recruiters do check while on board, while taking you in their organization. So yeah, by this guidance, by good sessions, if you are willing, and if you actually take the benefits, all the things that we are providing, if you know how to grab it, then definitely you can secure a job at Google or any place where you wish. Google is like just an example. You can secure a job anywhere. You just have to have the will. Okay. So now the core team, as I said, is divided into two parts. First is the management core, and then is the technical core. So in this management core, we will be having GDSC lead, that is me, Shreya Mani, and yeah, and the recruitment for me, it has been done by, we can say, Google, or Google Developer Student Club. They take our interviews and they check our all technical. They check our LinkedIn, GitHub, and all other such things, and after that they appoint a lead. And now I will be appointing my core team, for which the positions that we have are: first is a management lead. The role of the management lead, a person who has good management skills, managing a community. You have to make sure that there will be various domains. We have a joint core where we have various domains. You have to have a proper management between all those, and we will have lots of team members. So a proper management, coordination, and technical knowledge, at least in any one domain. You don't have to be a jack of all trades to be a management lead, or to be anything. You just have, in any one technology, if you have knowledge and you wish to grow it further, you can apply for management lead. Next will be projects lead. This is a position, second core position. What this person will do is, we are planning to have various projects for this year. And by projects, I don't mean like a technical project. By projects, I mean events. Like this project, hackathon can be a project, or any other event which you will get to know when you join our community. These are the various projects, and one project lead's role will be mainly about the strategic planning of that project and execution of project. Like management lead will work with managing the different domains of our community. Project lead will work with the strategic planning and execution of the projects, that is events that we plan in the current year. Are these first three positions clear? Come on, we need a quick yes no maybe, because we have lots of positions. Yes, people, are these roles clear? I'm sorry. Yeah. So after that, we have another role, which is design executive. This is also one of the really important roles, because you have to take care of design team, And you also have to have the coordination about events. Like a design executive will have to firstly know about all the events that are happening. Like suppose we are having a tech fest, or suppose we are having a hackathon, so planning of the designs, color scheme, and all other thing, we already have various design domains in our joint code. So they will be reporting to the design executive for getting the permissions. Like, okay, these are our plans, and design executive will have to go through it, check it, and you can approve or you can suggest some changes. And you can also have some sessions for our design team, like the design team which we will have in future, to train them about how you can work in design field, and what are the how you can improve your skills. So that will be the role of design executive. After that, we have head of public relations. The main role of this person, this is like the devrel position that we have, that we normally have. So head of public relations, what they will have to do is they will have to have good public relations with other committees, other communities, and all the communications that we will be doing in our current year with, because we will have various collaborative events with various other communities and various other organizations. So you have to public relations, communications, for that will be the role of head of public relations. After that, we have student coordinator. Now the role of student coordinator will be, first of all, telling us about all the opportunities that we will be having in form of internships, or if you want to go out and learn, then which are the good universities, researching about that domain, which are the good universities, or what are the processes, how can you crack exams, because not everyone is a part of community because they want to place a good job. Some also want to pursue ms or any other course. So for that, student coordinator will kind of education facilitator, and they will help you in they will be helping you in that thing. So is the normal core clear? Can I move to technical core? And I really expect fast response, because otherwise this session will go really long, and I wanted to like have a really short session to brief you all about recruitment process, and then we will have you people on board with us. Okay, so there are some yes. Now we will be starting with technical core. For technical core, we have web development lead, app development lead, cybersecurity lead, and cloud computing lead. For this position, we will, and again for this, if you are a person who is in second year but still you have really good web development skills, and you are able to teach other people that, then you can definitely be a web development lead, or app development, cybersecurity, cloud computing. We were earlier planning to have 6 domains, that is blockchain and AIML, but because it might become too much, so now we are sticking to these 4 domains. But still, if we get any opportunity to conduct sessions or webinars, or to train you or guide you in those domains like blockchain and AIML, then we will definitely be providing that too. Or if you are someone who has good experience in those domains, then you can, while you apply, you can specify that you're good, then we can add that domain as well. And then we can like either remove some existing domain, or we can have one extra domain. That is up to you for blockchain and AIML. But these are the 4 technical core domains that we have. Now, these are the board members or the core team. After that, we will be having a joint team, a joint core. This is like mainly, these are the main people who will be heading teams, so that we can conduct all the events, sessions, and all the projects successfully. So for that, in joint core, we have 2 types. Firstly, people who will be dealing with on ground activities, and next is the back end activities. So for on ground activities, we firstly have marketing head, publicity head, sponsorship head, logistic head, and hospitality head. Because this year it is going to be offline, so we will have various offline events. So for that, marketing, publicity, as you all know, making people aware about all the opportunities or all the events that we are conducting. This will also help you to increase firstly your public speaking skills, and secondly networking. When you go and you tell someone, okay, so we are having this event, you publicize your event. At that time, you get to communicate with more number of people, and maybe you will get to network with someone who might help you, or who might be a referral for you in future. So after that, we have sponsorship heads, because we will be having lots of offline events, so we definitely need like sponsorships for that event. And in this, you will get to communicate with all the board members of other organizations, and then you will actually get to sign your own MOU. Like you will have your name on the MOU when you crack a deal, and then there will be people to guide you for the same. Logistic heads will be someone like, for events we need lots of material, or we need to have lots of things. Like if you are planning a tech fest, then we need lots of things for, lots of physical things that we need for the organization of that thing. In that logistic head, someone who can, who is good at predicting how you want to plan an event. Like suppose I say ki, I want to have a event, I want to have an event for 20 students for a competition. Then someone who can, quickly think of the requirements, like okay, there are 20 students, we might need 20 chart papers so that everyone will get to do something, and then we will need some other material. Like someone who can actually think of it quickly and things like that, that person can become a logistic head. And then there is hospitality head, because while events we will have to, for our team members and for other people, we will have to uh, have some like food parcels. If we have a team of say 100 people, and then there is an event, so we will have to have, food or other things for those 100 people. And then about we will also have to take care, like people are working for us, so we have to take care of them, so that when they're working, like they're working, so that will be the role of hospitality head. Now in back end, what we do, firstly there is back end activities. In that we have a creativity head, who will be planning. Suppose now this is the event, so we can have this theme, we can have, things like that. We can, uh, whatever the creative stuff that we have, that will be the role of creativity head. After that we have a content head, who will be like, obviously GDSC has a really active and nice Instagram page. If you all haven't followed that, do follow GDSC RAIT on Instagram. And then this year we will also be posting like lots of reels which will share technical knowledge, or lots of reels about the fun things that we are going to do throughout the year. So content head, recording or taking part in those events, maybe some trending events, like trending things that we have on reels, but they will also share some value, they will also add some value points for people. So if you are someone, like influencers that we have here, if someone like that, you can also apply for content head. Or like if you have some good ideas that we can do this, we can do that, you can apply for this position. Then we have video editing head. This is one of the major important thing, because there will be so many videos on YouTube, on Instagram, that we will be posting. So for editing those, or for other events, we will be having orientation session. For that we will be needing videos, so we need a video editing head. After that we have an editor in chief. After every event, every project, every event that we have, the editor in chief will, firstly the role of editor in chief will be, first of all the official mailings that you have to send to other communities, or for to our college, say to principal, you have to share all the official mailings, official communication. For that we need editor in, for writing those content. And also after every event you will write the report of what we did in that event. So we have a track of all, like what all is done throughout the year. For that we have editor in chief. And the editor in chief will also look into things like who is, about the blogs and other things that we have. Also I forgot to mention, we are planning to have podcast and other thing in our YouTube channel. For that we need content head, so maybe there will be 2 to 3 content head recruitment this year. And then we have women in tech head, because there are many organizations which plan on opportunities like hackathon specifically for women, where only girls can contribute. Or there are many opportunities which are open for women. So women in tech head will make sure that they, firstly they see where are these opportunities, and then they inform us. And then they also support other women in tech, or if they face any, or if the girls or women in our community, they face any kind of problem or anything, they can go and approach women in tech head. So these are the positions in joint code. Does anyone have any doubt or confusion about any position? Then you can just write it in the chat box. If it's all clear, you can write all clear, so you will know about the roles that we have in our community this year. If it's all clear, then we can move to the junior core, which is similar to joint core. And then we will be like last doubt taking sessions, and we will end this live. So is it all clear, or do you have any doubts like requirement, eligibility? I'm telling you the roles of all positions, so that you can understand. Like if for this I have to be someone who knows video editing, then if you know video editing, you can apply for that role, or then you can apply for some another role. So these are all the joint core positions. Yeah, all clear. So okay, we'll move forward. In junior core, we have similar positions, but just co-heads, marketing co-heads, publicity co-heads, sponsorship co-head, logistic co-head. Because one single person will definitely not be able to manage so many things. So we have heads, co-heads, and then we will have team like marketing team, publicity team, sponsorship team, logistic team, hospitality team, creativity team, content team, video editing team. These are the teams that we will be having, and these are the positions that we will be recruiting you for. So how will you get selected for a position? What will be the process? That is a doubt, right? That I was asked, like, on Instagram I was asked, like, कैसा होगा, क्या होगा, कैसे करेंगे? So for that, what you will have to do is, by today evening, like after this session, we will be sharing a Google form link where you have to choose like which are the domains. Now we have mentioned so many. So if you want to apply for core, if you want to apply for joint core, or if you want to apply for junior core, again, age is not a bar. You can be in any year and you can apply for any position. So you will have to apply, if you want any position, whichever position you want, you will have to just tick on that. You will have to fill your basic details, and in that form, last question will be resume, where you can just upload. You don't have to मतलब upload updated होना चाहिए, but it can be, it does not have to be very fancy or something. You can upload your resume which just mentions about the skills, and try to mention, like, if you are applying for content head and in your skills you are writing Java, HTML, C++, Python, and those things, that is great, do mention. But then again, related to content, like if you have creativity, if you have things like that, or any event where you have organized something, or you have, about content, like what content you can post, if you have those things, then you mention that too, so that your resume actually, like, it should be according to the post that you're applying for. And like other skills are obviously necessary, you can mention them. And yeah, so you once you upload your resume and you are once you upload your resume and you fill the Google form, then you will just have one small interview for core. If you have applied for core positions, then you will be having a small interview which will take place on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you wish to, if you opt for offline interviews, they will be on Friday and Saturday in our college campus. And if you want an online interview via Google Meet or some other platform like that, then it will be on Sunday. So these are the, yeah, so these are the three, these are the two simple steps that you have to follow to be on board with Google Developer Student Club. And again, for all these positions, you can be on any position. At the end of the year, you will be getting a certificate from Google Developer Student Club, which will mention like you were on this position for this year and you have contributed for this community. We are really thankful. Like you will be getting a certificate which will be generated from Google Developer Student Club. And again, if you feel that maybe I do not want to hold any post, but I just want to be a part of this community, is there someone like this? Like मुझे सिर्फ GDSC join करना है, कोई post पे नहीं आना है ऐसा. Either if it's there, if there's someone like this, then also you can be a part of our community. You just have to join our chapter, which is in the Instagram bio. We have a bio where in our Instagram bio we have a link where you have the option to join the chapter. Once you join the chapter, you officially become the member of Google Developer Student Club, and that database, it will, it will directly go to Google Developer Student Club. So they will know that. Let us say, yeah, Akshay Jadhav. Suppose, let us say if Akshay Jadhav fills the form, if he joins the chapter, then Google Developer Student Club will get in their database that Akshay Jadhav is a member of Google Developer Student Club community for RAIT, for this university. He is a member. So that's it. If you just want to join the chapter, you can join the chapter. If you want to hold any head, co-head, or core position, then you just have to fill one Google form and one small interview. And like the interview will be really, it won't be like board members, everyone is sitting and you have to face them. You'll be having an interview with me in college on Friday and Saturday, and you will be having, if you opt for on online, you will be having it on Sunday, and the time slots will be allocated and will be shared to you on our WhatsApp group. Are there any more doubts? And also, other than all these, we have catalysts, domain heads, and facilitators, which I've already mentioned earlier because someone had asked that doubt. So, if you have, you can be a catalyst, that is a member of any of the catalyst, can contribute to any of the team or you can be like, I'm a marketing catalyst, then you can contribute to the marketing team. Or I'm a publicity catalyst, so you can contribute to publicity team. That is like a team member, you can be a part of that team. And if you want to be facilitator or domain head, then the domains that we have already mentioned, that is cloud, AI, cloud, web development, app development, cyber security. So for any domain you can be a facilitator. That is, in future you can also get an opportunity to hold a workshop on that, but firstly you'll have to have some mock interviews, and you have to prove that you have that knowledge, that you can share it with others, and then you will get a chance to do that. So for that you will be on the position of facilitators, and if you want to contribute in team, you are in the position of catalyst. And catalyst and facilitators also get a certificate at the end of the year from Google Developer Student Club. Am I clear? Are all the things clear about core recruitment, about members recruitment, joint core, junior core, catalyst, facilitators, about being a part of the chapter, being a member? Is all clear? Yes, no, maybe. This is the last question. And then we will be ending our session in like 5 minutes. Yes, great. All clear. All clear. Great. So that's it about Google Developer Student Club. One thing again which we'll mention is that by the end of the year, it is for sure that you will have a very good GitHub account, you will have a very good LinkedIn account, and you will be ready to face any interview or any challenge in your for your career if you actually contribute, and if you actually grab all the opportunities that we wish to provide you in Google Developer Student Club. Thank you so much for joining. And this last time, if you have some like, all of you have written all clear, so I guess all your doubts are clear. And even other than this, if you have any doubt, you can contact me personally on, we have a WhatsApp group, you can ask your doubts on that, or you can just DM GDSC REIT on Instagram, and your doubts will be cleared. Thank you so much for joining.